Hello students, in this lecture of class 10 chemistry on modern periodic table, today I will discuss some more periodic properties. Yesterday we have discussed about the atomic size and the variation of cells, number of valence electrons and valency in a group and in a period. Now we will see what is the variation of the metallic character, non-metallic character, then reactivity, and then nature of oxides. So if you see here, what is the metallic character, what is the non-metallic character? So as we know that in the periodic table, in the representative periodic table which is shown here, left sides are the metal and right sides are non-metal. These are all are non-metal: nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, that is fluorine, sulfur, chlorine. These are all non-metals that you know. It's clear. Now, what are the metals? What is the definition of metals? Metals are those which have a tendency to lose the electron. Which have a tendency to lose the electron are called the metals. First, we will see metallic character. We will see one by one metallic character and then non-metallic character. So, what is metallic character? You can see here. Metallic character means which have a tendency to lose the electrons. For example, sodium, when it loses the electron, it forms a cation which is known as Na+. It's clear. When magnesium, it loses 2 electrons. It loses 2 electrons in order to achieve the octet structure in the valence cell. Here it is 2, 8, 2. When it will lose, what will happen? It will become Mg plus 2. And what is the electronic configuration? 2, 8. Here it is 2, 8, 2. So metals are those which have a tendency to lose the electron. Okay. Now which one is more metallic, which one is less metallic? So the one which loses the electron with great ease, one which loses the electron with great ease means जो बहुत ही आसानी से इलेक्ट्रॉन को लूज कर सके, that will be more metallic. If you have to ask which one is more metallic in Na and Mg, so one which is losing the electron with the great ease, will very easily which loses the electron will be more metallic. So how will you? So today I am going to discuss the same thing. One which is losing the electron with great ease will be more metallic. It's clear. So if you see in a period, when you see in a period, so first you see here, when we move in a period, what happens? Nuclear charge increases. Why? All the elements of the same period will have the same electronic cell. When the nuclear charge will increase, so what will happen? It will exert a greater pull on the valence electron. When the charge in the nucleus will increase, it will exert a greater pull on the valence electron. And when it will exert a greater pull on the valence electron, then it will become difficult to detach the electron from the valence cell. Detach the electron from the valence cell. Here I will not made, only I have made the nucleus and the valence cell, and the inner cells I have not made. Suppose the valence cell is here, a valence electron is here. This is the valence cell. Other cells which are K cell, L cell, that have not been shown. So if the nucleus is having more charge, it will exert a greater pull on the valence electron and it will be difficult to detach them. It's clear. Similarly, when we move down the group, in down the group what will happen? The nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge increases, therefore it is exerting greater pull on the valence electron. At the same time, what will happen? Because of the addition of the new electronic cells, because when we are moving down the group, here 1 electronic cell, here 2 electronic cell, here 3 electronic cell, 4, 5, here 6 electronic cells around the nucleus. So because of the addition of the electronic cell, what will happen? Valence electron will go far from the nucleus. Valence electron will go far from the nucleus. And when valence electron will go far from the nucleus, it will experience a smaller nuclear pull. It's clear. So see here two reverse factors are operating. Due to increase in the nuclear charge, atomic number is increasing, proton number is increasing, means the nuclear charge is increasing. Due to increase in the nuclear charge, valence electrons are experiencing a greater pull. But because of the addition of the new cell, what will happen? Valence electron goes far from the nucleus, experiencing a smaller force by the nucleus, experiencing a smaller force by the nucleus. Now here, this factor, which is addition of the new electronic cell, it is more dominant. It is more dominant. It's clear, than the increasing nuclear charge. Therefore, what will happen? Ultimately, the nuclear pull on the valence electron will decrease when we move down the group. Ultimately, what will happen? That nuclear pull on the valence electron will decrease when we move down the group. It's clear? So, you have to remember these two things. When you are moving left to right in a period, nuclear pull is increasing. When we are moving down the group, nuclear pull is decreasing. Nuclear pull is decreasing. Now see here, once again you come at the metallic character. Metallic means those elements which have a tendency to lose the electron are called the metallic. Now one which is losing the electron with great ease will be more metallic. One which loses the electron with the difficulty is less metallic. So if you see here when you move left to right in any period, nuclear charge is increasing, therefore it will become more and more difficult to remove the electron from the valence cell. जब left to right किसी period में जाएंगे तो nuclear pull बढ़ता जा रहा है, nuclear pull is increasing. इसलिए nuclear pull is increasing, therefore what will happen? It will become more and more difficult to remove the electron from the valence cell. Means this will lose the electron more easily, Mg will lose the electron less easily. Aluminium will lose the electron with very less easily. इसलिए सबसे अधिक आसानी से सोडियम इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करेगा, उससे कम आसानी से मैग्नीशियम लूज करेगा, उससे कम आसानी से एल्युमिनियम लूज करेगा, उससे कम आसानी से सिलिकॉन इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करेगा. Means what will happen to the metallic character? Metallic character will decrease because about metallic character I have told, जो आसानी से इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करे that will be more metallic. So this is losing the electron with more easily. It's clear? Because here valence electron is experiencing lesser force. It's clear? Lesser nuclear pull, so it can be removed very easily. So sodium is more metallic, magnesium is less metallic, aluminium is lesser metallic than sodium and magnesium. It's clear? So when we move left to right in any period, metallicity decreases, metallic character decreases. It's clear? It depends upon two factors. What are the factors on which the metallic character depends? It depends upon the number one atomic size, number two nuclear charge. Atomic size, number two nuclear charge. So when you move left to right in a period, what will happen? Metallic character will decrease. It's clear? Because it will become more and more difficult to remove the electron from the valence cell, as valence electrons are experiencing increasing force when we move left to right in any period. But at the same time, when we move down the group in any period, then what happens? Already I have told, moving down the group, nuclear pull is decreasing. Nuclear pull is decreasing, therefore it will become more and more easy to remove the electron from the valence cell. It will become more and more easy to remove the electron from the valence cell. Means when we are moving down the group, nuclear pull is decreasing, therefore it becomes easier to remove the electron on moving down the group. Means metallic character is increasing. Metallic character is increasing. So what is the variation of metallic character on moving left to right in any period? Metallic character decreases. On moving down the group, it increases. Which one is the most metallic? Francium is the most metallic element. You remember this? francium is the most metallic elements. Here there is a non-metallic character. Non-metallic character generally we talk about these periods 15, 16, 17. Here these are the metals. These are the metals. Now see here in the non-metallic character. What is the non-metallic character? Those elements which have a tendency to gain the electron, which are having tendency to gain the electrons are called non-metallic. For example, chlorine, when it gains the electron, its electronic configuration is 287. When it gains the electron, what will happen? It will achieve the octet structure in the valence cell 2, 8, 8. It's clear? 2, 8, 8. So here it, for example, oxygen, when it gains the 2 electron, what will happen? O di minus. It's clear? Its electronic configuration is 2, 7. Here it is 2, 8. Means in this way it will achieve an anion. It will make an anion, and that anion is having the stable electronic configuration in the valence cell. Now which one will be more non-metallic? That will be more non-metallic, which accepts the electron with great ease in the valence cell. Which accepts the electron in the valence cell with great ease. Means बड़ी ही आसानी से वैलेंस सेल में इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन कर लेता है. That will be more non-metallic. It's clear? And one which is gaining the electron in the valence cell with the less ease, with the difficulty, that will be more. That will be less non-metallic. That will be less non-metallic. So you can see here. Just now you have seen when we are moving left to right in any period, nuclear pull increases. Means chlorine is exerting more nuclear pull on the valence cell electron than sulfur. Sulfur exerting more nuclear pull on the valence cell electron than phosphorus. Bromine is exerting more nuclear pull on the valence cell electron than selenium. It exerts more nuclear pull on the valence electron than arsenic. It's clear? Similarly here, fluorine exerts most nuclear pull. Oxygen, it exerts less nuclear pull. It's clear? Non-metallic character also depends upon the same two factors: atomic size and nuclear charge. It's clear? So you can see here, because sometimes it is asked, what are the factors on which metallic character depends? What are the factors on which the non-metallic character depends? So here it is exerting more nuclear pull on the valence cell electron, therefore it readily accepts the electron than oxygen. Oxygen readily accepts the electron than nitrogen. फ्लोरीन आसानी से इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर लेगा वैलेंस सेल में ऑक्सीजन की कंपैरिजन में. ऑक्सीजन it will accept the electron in the valence cell with more ease than nitrogen. So one which is gaining the electron in the valence cell with the great ease will be more non-metallic. Means what will happen? Fluorine is more non-metallic than oxygen. Oxygen is more non-metallic than nitrogen. Chlorine is more non-metallic than sulfur. Sulfur is more non-metallic than phosphorus. Bromine is more non-metallic than selenium. Selenium is more non-metallic than arsenic. Means on moving left to right in any period, what happens to the non-metallic character? It increases. It increases. It is clear? You can understand in the other way. Metallic and non-metallic character are two different things. Metallic and non-metallic character are two opposite things. So if the metallic character will decrease, so non-metallic will automatically increase. So on moving left to right in any period, what happens to the non-metallic character? It increases. But generally we discuss non-metallic character for those elements which are in the right side of the periodic table. It's clear? Because there is no meaning of non-metallic character for these. They are metallic. It's clear? Similarly, metallic character we discuss about these elements which are in this group, in this group, in this group. It's clear? So what is the variation in the non-metallic character when we move left to right in any period? Non-metallic character increases. Similarly, when you move down the group, for example here FCl BrIAT group 17, 7th group, which is known as halogen. When you move down the group, what happens? Nuclear pull is decreasing. Just now I told. Nuclear pull is decreasing. Nuclear pull is decreasing means it will accept the electron. It will exert more force on the valence shell electron than chlorine. Chlorine will exert more force on the valence shell electron than bromine. Means on moving down the group, fluorine will accept the electron with more ease, while chlorine will accept the electron with less ease. इसके ये आसानी से इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन कर लेगा, क्लोरीन उससे कम आसानी से गेन करेगा, ब्रोमीन उससे कम आसानी से गेन करेगा. मीन्स हियर व्हाट विल हैपन? Difficulty level of accepting the electrons on moving down the group, what will happen? It will increase. It's clear? Ease will decrease. Ease means EASE. Perhaps it will be confusion to you. It's clear? Ease of accepting the electron in the valence shell will decrease. And since ease of accepting the electron in the valence shell is decreasing, so what will happen? Non-metallic character on moving down the group decreases. It's clear? Which one is the most non-metallic? So you can see here fluorine will be the most non-metallic. It's clear? Chlorine उससे कम non-metallic. So fluorine is most non-metallic. Then reactivity is also the same thing. It is, as you know, that reactions takes place. What is reactivity? So reactivity is also the same thing, metallic character and non-metallic character. What is reactivity? Means it is the capacity of that reactivity of elements depends upon the tendency of losing or gaining the electron from the outermost shell. It is the tendency of losing or gaining the electron from the outermost shell. So this I have already told. Here tendency of losing the electron means the metallic character, tendency of gaining the electron means the non-metallic character. So when you move left to right in any period, what happens? Metallic character decreases. Metallic character decreases means metals की reactivity decrease करती है when we move left to right in any period. But non-metallic character increases means the reactivity of non-metals increases when we move left to right in any period. It's clear? Metals reactivity decreases when we move left to right in any period. Non-metals reactivity increases when we move left to right in any period. Similarly, down the group, when we move down the group, what happens? Metals reactivity increases. Metals reactivity increases because the tendency of gaining the electron is increased. Tendency of losing the electron is increased. Okay? So metals reactivity increases, but non-metals reactivity decreases. Okay? So this is about that. Then nature of oxides. So as you know that metals form basic oxides. Metals form basic oxides. It's clear? Basic oxides are those which are dissolving in water furnishes the alkali. Which furnishes the alkali. Which are dissolving in water furnishes the alkali. If you see here NaMgAl, what is the sodium oxide? You can see here valency of sodium is 1, oxygen is 2, so it will be Na2O. It's clear? Magnesium valency is +2, oxygen -2, plus minus is not written, so MgO. Then here it is Al2O3. It's clear? NaMgAl, these are the elements of the third period. Similarly, you can write about SiPCl, S and Cl. Silicon, here it will be SiO2. Then phosphorus, it is P2O5. It's clear? Then sulfur, SO2. And then it is Cl2O3 or Cl2O7. That I guess Cl2O7. Perhaps it is Cl2O7. That exactly I don't know. But it is just Cl2O7. So you can see here. here metals oxides are basic oxide. Basic oxides, just now I told that when they will be dissolved into water, what will happen? They will form their respective alkalis. They will form their respective alkalis. And when they react with the acid, what will happen? They will form salt and water. For example, here Na2O, when dissolved into water, what will happen? It will form NaOH. This equation is not balanced, you can balance it. Similarly, MgO, when dissolved into water, it will form its alkali, MgOH whole twice. MgOH whole twice. This way, when this will be dissolved into water, it will form AlOH whole twice. So, metals oxides are basic. Metals oxides are basic. When they are dissolved into water, they will form the alkali. When these alkalis react with the acid, they will produce salt and water. This is a very famous reaction. Acid when combines with the base, it produces salt and water. Acid when combines with the base, it produces salt and water. So that is known as the metallic character. That is known as the basic nature of metals. Now see here, at the same time if you see the acidic nature. Acidic oxide. What are acidic oxide? Non-metals form acidic oxide. Non-metals form acidic oxide. And when these acidic oxide will be dissolved into water, they will produce the acid. For example, carbon. Carbon is a non-metal. Its oxide is a carbon dioxide. When you will dissolve it in water, what will happen? It will produce H2CO3. Sulfur. Sulfur is a non-metal. Its oxide is SO2. When it will be dissolved into water, what will happen? It will form H2SO3, sulfurous acid. Means produces the non-metals oxide when dissolved into water, produces the acids. And these acids when react with the bases, they will produce salt and water. Now see here, if you move left to right in any period, then what happens? In the left side there are metals, in the right side are non-metals. Here, this is, now I am erasing this, it's clear, otherwise there would be confusion. This is most basic oxide. It is the most basic oxide. Its basicity is maximum. Then it is less basic. It is least basic. It's clear? It is most basic. It is less basic. Then you can say that it is also known as the what we call as that amphoteric. Amphoteric means, what is amphoteric? Which have basic as well as acidic both the character. Which have basic as well as acidic both the character. Means what will happen? When it reacts with the, there are some metals, aluminum and zinc and that tin. So all these are the amphoteric in character. Their oxides are amphoteric. Amphoteric means when they will react with acid and base, what will happen? In both cases it produces salt and water. When it reacts with acid, it will produce salt and water. It also reacts with the base and produces salt and water. It's clear, so that we will discuss afterwards. It's clear. If you see here, perhaps you have heard, you can see here zinc oxide. Zinc oxide, ZnO. Zinc is a metal. Its oxide is basic, but it is amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric in nature, when it reacts with the HCl, what will happen? It will form ZnCl2 plus H2O. It also forms ZnO, also reacts with the base. NaOH is base, HCl is acid. What will happen? So when this reaction, so Na2 ZnO2, it is salt plus water. Means ZnO, which is a basic oxide, can react with acid as well as with the base and produces salt and water. Na2 ZnO2 is salt. ZnCl2 is a salt. It's clear. So here its nature is amphoteric. So it is most basic, then here it is less basic, then it is amphoteric, then here from here acidic character will begin. It's clear? This is least acidic. Its acidic nature will be more than this. Its acidic nature will be more than this, and it is the most acidic. Means it is the feeble acidic, then acidic nature will keep on increasing, and Cl2O7 will be the most acidic. It will be the most acidic. It's clear? There are some neutral oxides also. For example, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide. It's clear? These are the neutral oxides which are neither acidic nor basic. So this is all about in this lecture. Now some more important properties are left which I will discuss in the next lecture, and these are the electronegativity, electron affinity. It's clear? And one more thing, electronegativity, electron affinity, one did this, and that one more. Ionization potential. Ionization potential. There are 6 periodic properties in your course. First one in the atomic size. Second one is the metallic character. Third, non-metallic character, ionization potential, electronegativity, and electron affinity. Now these last three are very important. That also I will do in the next lecture. But the other things which I have told, that are also important. It's clear? For the complete knowledge. It's clear? So that you can answer easily. So you go through with all these things. So thank you. In next lecture I will take those. Thank you.